Have you ever imagined what it would be like to see Kawhi Leonard, one of the best players in the NBA, wearing the Golden State Warriors uniform? Could this crazy idea actually become a reality? In today's video, we're going to explore a hypothetical trade that could change the Warriors' fate once and for all. Stay with me until the end to find out all the details. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a like. That way, you won't miss any updates from the Warriors world, and it helps us keep bringing you quality content. In recent days, a piece of news took all Golden State Warriors fans by surprise. The franchise has reportedly made a decision regarding the future of Stephen Curry, their most iconic player. As NBA teams reorganize after the Olympics, the Warriors and Curry find themselves at a critical juncture, especially after Klay Thompson's departure to the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson's exit marks the end of a 13-year era for the most successful trio in Warriors history, and now the question everyone is asking is, what will become of the team without this legendary lineup? The Warriors' search for a suitable replacement for Thompson hasn't been easy. Rumors suggested that Paul George was headed to San Francisco, but at the last minute, he decided to join the Philadelphia 76ers. The attempt to bring in Finnish forward Lauri Markkanen was also thwarted, as he chose to renew his contract with the Utah Jazz. Faced with these setbacks, the Warriors were forced to reassess their strategies and focus on something they can't afford to lose sight of: the contract renewal of Olympic champion Stephen Curry. According to Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, the Warriors are fully committed to keeping Curry in the Bay Area for the remainder of his career. In his words, Golden State has no intention of seeing Curry wear another jersey to finish his career, league sources said. This shows how far the franchise is willing to go to ensure Curry remains the face of the Warriors as his legendary career draws to a close. This decision to keep Curry on the team has also influenced the Warriors not to pursue major trades involving players like George or Markkanen. Instead, the franchise has decided to invest in the young core they've been developing over the past few seasons. This indicates that, in addition to retaining Curry, the Warriors are keeping an eye on the future, seeking a balance between experience and youth. As the new NBA season approaches, the Warriors' priority is clearer than ever: securing Stephen Curry's future while continuing to build around their promising young talent. This dual approach is crucial in a league landscape that is constantly shifting, and the Warriors seem ready to navigate these turbulent waters. Throughout NBA history, we've seen several franchises hesitate to put all their chips on a single player, but the Warriors seem determined to take a different path. Loyalty to Curry, combined with a long-term vision, may be the key to keeping the team competitive, even after their star eventually retires. This strategy also shows that the Warriors understand Curry's value not just on the court, but as a central figure in the franchise's identity. His influence goes beyond his skills as a player. He is a leader, an icon, and a role model for the team's young athletes. Preserving this influence is vital to the team's future. However, the decision to keep Curry doesn't mean the Warriors aren't keeping an eye on market opportunities. With the trade and free agency windows still open, the franchise could surprise us with strategic moves that strengthen the roster and keep the team competitive in the hunt for more titles. It's clear that the Golden State Warriors are focused on more than just the present. The franchise is carefully planning to ensure that even when Curry hangs up his sneakers, the team remains a dominant force in the NBA. It's a strategy that requires patience and vision but could pay off in the long run. In short, the Warriors seem ready to face the future with determination, loyalty, and a well-defined strategy. With Curry as the central pillar and a promising young core, the team's future is in good hands. And we, the fans, can keep believing that the next era of the Warriors will be as glorious as the last. And don't forget to subscribe to Warriors Nation TV and hit that like button. Here, you'll find all the latest news, rumors, and analysis about our beloved Golden State Warriors. Now, let's get straight to the point. Recently, there's been a lot of speculation in the media about potential changes to the Golden State Warriors roster. After an offseason where the team unsuccessfully tried to bring in a major co-star for Steph Curry, various ideas have surfaced about how the team could strengthen itself to climb back to the top of the NBA. One of those ideas is a blockbuster trade that could bring none other than Kawhi Leonard to our team. Kawhi Leonard, the LA Clippers star, is widely considered one of the best players in the NBA when healthy. However, his constant injuries have been a significant obstacle, especially in the last 4 postseasons, where he couldn't help the Clippers advance. This injury history makes assessing Kawhi's trade value a real puzzle, but it hasn't stopped the speculation. Bleacher Report, one of the largest sources of NBA news and analysis, recently suggested a trade that would send Kawhi Leonard to Golden State. The proposed trade would involve sending Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, Moses Moody, an unprotected 2028 first-round pick, a protected 2030 first-round pick, and a 2029 pick swap to the Clippers. No doubt, this is a considerable package of assets, and many fans might wonder if it's worth it. Wiggins has been a key player for the Warriors since his arrival, especially on defense. Payton II and Looney are also extremely valuable to the rotation, while Moody is seen as a young prospect with great potential. It would be tough for any Warriors fan to see these players go. However, we must remember that Kawhi Leonard, when healthy, is one of the best two-way players in the league. His ability to impact the game on both offense and defense is something that very few players can do. Paired with Steph Curry, he could form an explosive duo capable of leading the Warriors to another title. Despite this intriguing proposal, there are significant obstacles to making it a reality. First, it's hard to imagine the Clippers being willing to trade Leonard without getting a young elite talent in return, like Brandon Podziemski or Jonathan Kuminga. Additionally, with James Harden's recent arrival and the moves to bolster their roster, it seems the Clippers still want to see how their team performs before considering any drastic trades. Moreover, the Clippers are about to open their new arena, the Intuit Dome, and losing a star like Kawhi could negatively impact the launch of this project. The team is clearly focused on competing immediately, and trading Leonard could be seen as a sign of rebuilding, something the Clippers are probably not ready to do. From the Warriors' perspective, this trade could be a big risk. Bringing Kawhi Leonard would mean betting on his health, which has been a constant concern. However, the reward could be huge, especially if he stays healthy and plays at a high level alongside Curry and Klay Thompson. At the same time, there's the issue of financial impact. The Warriors are already at the top of the league's salary cap, and adding a high-value contract like Kawhi's could create even more difficulties in building a competitive roster. Fans would need to trust that this trade would bring the desired return in the form of another championship. Ultimately, this hypothetical trade is undeniably fascinating, capturing the imagination of fans eager to see Kawhi Leonard donning a Warriors jersey. The thought of Leonard teaming up with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson to form one of the most formidable trios in NBA history is thrilling. However, the reality is that the complications involved in such a deal are vast and multifaceted, likely preventing it from ever coming to fruition. From the Clippers' reluctance to part with a player of Leonard's caliber without receiving a young star in return, to the financial strain this would place on the Warriors' already stretched salary cap, the obstacles are significant. Additionally, the risk of Leonard's ongoing injury concerns cannot be overlooked, as the Warriors would be gambling on his ability to stay healthy for a deep playoff run. Despite these challenges, the mere possibility of this trade sparks intrigue, allowing fans to dream about the dramatic shift it could create in the NBA landscape if the stars somehow aligned perfectly to make it happen. So, Warriors Nation, what do you think about this trade? Is it worth taking the risk for Kawhi Leonard? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you next time.